just a little after 11 o'clock. Stopped up here, so the water tower. That tells you we are here in Evansdale, Iowa, at the Flying J. He's popped in here 247 miles after we started this morning. Popped in here for some fuel and some def. We didn't get as much fuel as we would like to have gotten because the main pump was, only putting about 1 gallon every 12 seconds. So that was taking a bit too long. The satellite pump flowed like it's supposed to, but the main side pump, the driver's side pump, like I said, was only moving about a quarter of the speed, a quarter of the flow. So we only got 132 gallons, and I should have been close to 180, almost 190 gallons, but it was just taking forever on the driver's side pump. But whatever, we got enough, more than enough fuel. We are now earning 4 points per gallon. And now we're going to do another 167 miles. AOTC, how you doing? We do 167 miles up to Owatonna, Michigan, or Minnesota. I want to say Michigan, but Minnesota.
You're right onto I-380 toward Waterloo.
That's about 2 hours and 40 minutes, roughly, according to the Rand McNally. There's a Quick Star / Quick Trip right there on a little bit north of Owatonna, the center of town, on I-35. We're going to park there for the rest of the weekend. Just about 2 p.m. roughly we should get there. I stopped at Davenport for my first load check. This is my second stop of the day. That's it. I wanted to fuel up here. I mean, I could have probably fueled up a little bit further down the road, but it doesn't really matter either way, Had I known that pump was not working efficiently, I would have either gone to another pump or I would have waited, up the road to go to Clear Lake and fill up there. But either way,
Speed limit reduced ahead.
I said 130 gallons. It's more than enough to last me through the weekend. Make my delivery on Monday. And if I need to fill up again Monday, I'll fill up again Monday. Big deal. Ain't too worried about it. Angie and Chuck, how you guys doing? Hopefully it's a little bit more sunny back there in Clinton. It's over here
Exit
Near
right
Waterloo, it's a
onto
little bit,
I-380 toward US
bit hazy and
218 north.
overcast. Other than that, you know, nothing, not too bad of a day. Maybe
3
a couple
miles.
of,
Bear left onto Washington Street toward US 218 north.
got some people in their little kayaks or canoes right there on the old Cedar River. It's around 80-something degrees right now. The truck is saying 85 as we're going down the road. Of course, you know, sitting on the hot concrete, you know, there at the asphalt, you know, it was saying 94. On another fun-packed adventure, huh, Chuck and Angie? Here we go. Excellent. Cedar Falls. We're heading up to. I said this is Evansdale, Waterloo. Gonna get through this. This is basically US 218 because I-380 basically ends right here. You move over out of that lane because that lane either ends or turns. I forget which it does. I should know it because I come through here enough, but whatever. Right lane must turn right, but that's that far right lane. I want the middle, the second one over. That's the one I believe just ends. Or turns, I don't know. Not important, whatever. Like I said, we're going to get up here to Owatonna, Minnesota. We're going to park there for the rest of the weekend. Like I said, we get there around 2 o'clock p.m. We'll camp out there for, like I said, until Monday morning. That puts me about 50 miles away from my delivery, which should not take more than half an hour, 45 minutes tops. Break the trailer apart, get the chains and binders and straps off, get the exhaust boot off, get the paperwork signed, get everything stowed away properly, get the trailer reattached, put back together, and roll. So it should not take that long Monday morning to get all that done. So we got a choice here. We could either make our turn onto US 20, take that straight out to Clear Lake area, and then get on 35 and take that north, or you follow the 218 all the way north up to what was that, Mason City, then get on to I-35.
In a quarter mile, bear left onto Washington Street toward US 218 north.
Then that'll, like I said, then we'll head up towards the border with Minnesota, past Albert Lee, and then up the road a little ways. Well, I think we'll just play it by ear. Whatever happens
Left
when I
onto
get to
Washington Street toward
that
US
turn
218
on,
north.
at US 20, I'll make a decision then. So not. It doesn't matter really either way. It's about the same amount of miles. But whatever. All right. We will get where we need to go. That's probably the most important thing. And we definitely don't need to get off here on US 60. Because that's just not going the direction we want to go. So, now I've taken US 63 so many times, it's ridiculous. Whenever I come down from company headquarters up there in Grand Meadow, Minnesota, we come down 63, that's almost a direct route right here into Waterloo. Well, we need to go a little bit more to the west and a bit more north, so we're going this way. Then I have to figure out what I am going to make for dinner tonight. I really don't have a craving for anything at the moment. I mean, spaghetti feels like it's going to be too heavy. Last night I had about 24 ounces of chuck roast. Excuse me. I put that into the Instapot. Some bone broth, garlic, salt and pepper, bit of water. Pressure cook that. So I just had beef last night. I have 1 pound of ground beef frozen. I could take that out once I get up here and eat that. But then I have no more, the only thing I have really left is Polish sausages.
In 3 miles, keep right onto US 218 toward Waverly.
I really don't want to be shopping unless I actually have to. I'll eat Polish sausage. I mean, I have 10 Polish sausages in there. So that's 5 meals. I have 10 eggs. I have ham. I have a little bit of bacon. So, you know, that's at least 3 omelets right there. I have some American cheese, so I have 3 omelets with bacon and or ham, cheese, 2 3-egg omelets, 1 4-egg omelet. That's 3 meals right there. So I have, right there I have 8 meals. Plus I have rice, I have pasta. I have some other ingredients I need to go through to figure out what I can make, but I really don't want to be having pasta, rice. I don't want a whole lot of that. It says right lane closed ahead. Why are you getting in the right lane? Big old orange sign told you. he was bouncing in front of me, going over the bump, so I'm getting around him. Did not like the way that looked. I do not want to be behind him. I pushed a little bit to get around him, but not normal the way I want to drive, but the way he was bouncing, I did not like the look of it. To me, it looks like that fifth wheel could have popped out at any moment
In a quarter mile,
and slammed to the
keep
ground right
right
in front
onto
of me.
US
I didn't want
218
that.
toward Waverly.
This guy, even though he doesn't know what lane he's supposed to be in, that one up there looks a little more stable, so I feel a little bit safer behind this guy up here.
Keep right onto US 218 toward Waverly. Keep right onto US 218 toward Waverly.
What I really need to pick up from a store is hoisin sauce. It's a Chinese style sauce. I have a recipe for a nice braising sauce, a cooking liquid that does well with a large half-pound beef patty or with chicken. I do want to, I've been wanting to make that. I don't have a craving for it, but I've been wanting to make that for a while. The only thing that I want to make sure I pick up when I do go to the store, of course, ground beef. Well, I do have hot dogs. I have some hot dogs here. But I want to pick up, some breakfast sausage or eggs, of course. I'm then going to pick up the fixings for some burritos, tacos, whatever you want to call it. However big you make it, how you wrap it in the tortilla, whatever. Like some breakfast sausage, some more chuck roast, nice and fatty. Some chicken thighs, of course. Ground beef. I want to pick up some pork chops as well. I haven't had pork chops in I don't know how long. But I want to do that after this upcoming week. Then I'll do my shopping. That next Sunday. Not tomorrow. Next Sunday will be the first time I want to do any of that. I am craving, actually I am wanting a little bit of pizza. I can pick up a simple pizza here at the Quick Trip. I'm going to put some onion on it, I'll put some green pepper on it, I'll put some ground beef on it, and some more pepperoni. Put some actual seasoning and spice on it. A simple plain cheese pizza. Put my toppings on it, put it in the oven, good to go. I might make some more barbecue chicken. I wouldn't too complain about that. I want to get like a nice pork roast. Make a nice sauce, maybe a little bit of wild rice, whatnot. But for the most part, I want to stick to more of a carnivore style diet. This morning, my pants were a little bit looser, which that's a good thing. You know, lose a pant size or two, that would not hurt me at all. Why I was thinking US 20, because that was there in Waterloo before we made our turn. I was thinking of this back road here. Where is this? Iowa 3. That's what I was thinking of. I don't know why I was thinking 20. I was going to stay on 218. What's that? Charles City? Calvert City, or Charles City, then over to Mason City, then up, blah, blah, blah. Oh, no. Well, I hope you guys have fun there, because I cannot honestly say that Chicago is any way enjoyable for me. See, this load I have picked up in South Carolina. The fastest route would have been to go up I-75 through Indianapolis, up I-65, onto I-80 through Chicago. I don't like doing that. That's why, once I got, I got onto, I avoided Cincinnati. I got to Knoxville. Instead of going, 75 up towards Cincinnati, I went I-64 over to Louisville, then turned that north on 65 on up to Indianapolis, then 74 around Galesburg, on up to Davenport, and then 380 on up to Waterloo. So, I just do not like dealing with Chicago any way, shape, or form. I don't like even dealing with Cincinnati. Cincinnati's always weird for some reason. Cincinnati is so I just try to avoid that. Yeah, it's an extra 30, 40 miles coming this way, but I'm given the luxury of driving the direction I want. As long as it's not ridiculous, no problems. All right. Like I said, I need a few things from Walmart, but most all that can wait till next weekend. Now wait for that. Do that on that paycheck. I have paid. The only thing that I need, more tissues. I need some baby wipes. Now for those times I really can't get a shower, at least wipe down a little bit. It feels somewhat clean and respectable. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. We try to be as safe as we can. Like I said, we got to go up here near Minneapolis, St. Paul, so yeah. The major city, big deal. I want to be as far away from that as possible. Like I say, there's only a few things that I would benefit by having right now, but it all can wait till next payday. So 144 miles to go to our stop for the weekend. Like I said, I'll wait to get all that stuff. Plus, I also have to find out if I'm staying in this truck, and this truck is basically a loader, or if my truck has been repaired, or if they're going to put me in a different truck, and what that timeline's going to be like. But I'll ask that Monday to find out what the deal is. I got some organizational work to do regarding paperwork, because the past couple of weeks I've been kind of slacking on that, so I'm going to take the time. All the copies I need to make, I'll make. All the, getting everything stapled together, getting everything properly organized, labeled, recorded, where it needs to be, how it needs to be. Excuse me. So that's one of the things I want to do this weekend. Unfortunately, this trailer has a lot of rusty, bubbling up, flaking off paint. So I'm going to tackle a few spots on the trailer tomorrow, I think. Take my right angle grinder, take my die grinder, put the appropriate wheels and point and tips on them. Get that stuff cleaned out. Get them, primed and painted. Somewhat, make it look halfway decent. Plus, it's also just a maintenance thing. I don't need rust constantly eating away at the metal, making it wrinkle. So the more I can strip of that off, get it covered so it's not going to rust anymore, I'll feel happier and safer about that. I'm going to be starting with the top, the front deck, the deck, the hat, whatever you want to call it. Strip off the DOT stickers. Get all the flaky paint off. Get everything off that we can. And I have my inspection sticker. Like I said, we're going to work around that. I'm going to, like I said, get all that paint off of there. Get it down to some decent, clean-ish metal. Repaint each side, left side, the back, the right side. Put some new numbers on there. Put new DOT tape on there so it's legal. Basically just my multi-tool, my vibrating multi-tool. I want to go along and try to get as much of this flaky paint off in other spots of the trailer as much as possible. And if it's not adhering, it's just a waste of time. It's flaking off and breaking off anyway, so might as well try to get it off there, a little bit faster. Get some more primer, get some more black paint. Just try to make the trailer, look a lot better than it is. I've already done some of that, stripping off some of the garbage that's flaking off, looking really, really bad. And it still needs a lot of work. So I want to get the top edge of the hat done first. Then I'll work down the back side of the hatch, which is that's the side that's the stuff that people see a lot better, a lot more. Then I'll go underneath and work on some of that stuff underneath. Then the rear, then the main deck of the trailer, work on that. And mostly it's the outriggers where all the paint's flaking off. Pull those out, get all that straightened off, cut off of there. Sand it down a little bit as much as possible. I may have to use a liquid paint stripper. Brush that on, wash it off, dry it off, apply new paint. That might be the way I have to go. All the D-rings need to be treated the same way. I just want to get it so it's as good as it can be. The rust isn't damaging it more than it's already done. So if I can, every weekend I can do a 10-foot section or a 12-foot section every week. Every weekend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, about 12, 11-foot sections, roughly. 8-foot sections. You got the back, the ramps, the wheel ramps, the back of the neck, the front, then a little bit underneath. So it can be done in a fairly decent amount of time. It's just going to take effort. That's it. A couple weeks ago when I was there in Lamar's, Iowa, I got some chains cut to the proper length. I got things a little bit more organized. I got my 2 outrigger board chains. I got them spray painted with some black paint to protect them. So I got that done. I'm gonna have to install them to make sure that they're the exact length I need and want. And then all those tails, we'll take all those tails, we'll put them away so in case I need a tail for something, I have it. A little bit extra chain with a tail on it. Sometimes you just need an extra foot of chain. So we'll do that. truck and on the trailer. You know, just basic maintenance, you know, simple little things that I've always done with every trailer I've ever had. I ground out the rusty, flaking off paint, the rust on there, spray painted it up to make it, just maintain the trailer. Simple as that. Yeah, just easy peasy, lemon squeezy, like you like to say. It may not be a necessary thing to do, but it's just for my own peace of mind that I'm doing it. Simple as that. All right, 130 miles. Up here to Owatonna. So just about 2 hours. So we're looking at, like I said, 2 o'clock. Get up here. And we'll be sitting for the weekend. It's already felt like such a long, long day today. Mackerel. Like I said, paperwork, maintenance. Hopefully I can get some laundry done here. And we'll just try to enjoy the weekend as much as possible and get delivered on Monday, and then we're off to the next one. So until then, God bless, stay safe, and we'll talk to you later.